Hey everybody, it's your boy JJ Columbia here, back for another episode of Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. Last time we beat the Grass Gym Gardenia and cleared out Eterna City from Team Galactic. This time we're gonna be heading southbound into Second Road. Unfortunately for the last episode, there was a bit of a video issue, which it's my fault. I'll make sure that never happens again. But uh, it was kind of out of my control at that point because I didn't really know what was going on visually wise because I wanted to make this series best it could be visually, and doing so prevented me from actually seeing the video live on my streaming computer. So I wasn't able to tell if it was actually capturing the video or not. Now I believe it is, hopefully, but I'm not gonna jinx anything. Now here's Don's father, Professor Owen's assistant, giving us a rare candy for seeing 52 Pokemon. In the original game, he would actually give us the experience share. Of course, in this game, the experience share has been modified so where you don't even need it anymore, which is pretty much built into the game itself. But anyway, Route 206, Cycling Road. And immediately going into a trainer battle here. Cycling Road is pretty much like an auto-scrolling level where you might not have the easiest time controlling yourself, but you shouldn't have too much difficulty actually getting used to it. And it's just a straight path downward. The trainers here aren't too tough either, but the Staravia do have Endeavor, which can bring you down to the same level as HP as they do, and they also have Quick Attack, which can finish you off, so be a little bit careful with that. Still got Manaphy here up front because it's Manaphy still our lowest leveled, and I want to help him catch up. Yeah, a lot of these cyclists typically carry flying types, electric types like Shinx and Luxio, and fire types like Ponyta. Like right now, this is not a good matchup for Manaphy, but I think we're high enough level to where it shouldn't matter too much. Yeah, we're just shy of outgoing Pokemon, and I think it's mostly because our Manaphy's nature is not good for it. But still, easy. Wait, did our trainer just like do a full 180 just to talk to this guy? Kind of hard for me to tell with them on bikes on that angle. Huh? Maybe this is something we can actually one-hit KO. Let's see. The little jumping animation Manaphy just did, that's based off of the affection and friendship that Manaphy has right now. That will build up on its own. You don't have to worry about that, and it ends up being a really good help for battles later on. If you're not really a fan of the affection stuff, there's nothing you can really do about it in this game, to my knowledge. Sending out Starly. It might just be me, but I think this trainer specifically in the old games was kind of notorious for using the Endeavor Quick Attack strategy. At least for me, anyway. And she used to have 3 Starly instead of 2. Maybe it's a different trainer I'm thinking of. I know there's one of them here in the second road. Sorry, the commentary is not that good. I'm still trying to find my footing here. I'm trying to find what exactly it is that I'm good at least when it comes to what I want to talk about. There's not really much to talk about in terms of the cycling road because it's a straight path downward. Trainers are fairly simple to beat. You can't really control your movements too much. In the old games, if you hold down the B button while you're moving, you can stop yourself, which is a neat little trick. But here, I don't think there's really anything you can do to stop your movement besides moving left and right, I believe. But even then, that doesn't really work too well. I will be taking a quick detour to Oreburgh City because during my time underground, I did manage to find a few fossils. I don't plan on using Cranidos or Shieldon in this playthrough, but I do want to show off what it's like to revive fossils. Also, I do also want to clear out some of the trainers on this route too, because there is good experience. And because the second gym and the third gym are really far apart, experience is something you're really going to need. Although, from what I remember from what I've seen, both Gym 3 and Gym 4 are available to battle in any order, and they're both the same level as well, being like around late 20s, early 30s. And I'm worried that I might be a little bit too over leveled, especially by the time I reach them. But and even with a team of 5 that I'm working with right now, it is still a lot. However, because of the difficulty of these games, the gym leaders especially, it might even out, but I have no way of knowing for sure. But little by little, we'll figure things out. That's kind of been my whole motto with streaming, pretty much. Streaming and making these videos here. I'm learning as I go. I'm learning how to talk properly as I go. And my main objective I don't want to say content. I don't like the phrase content creator. I'm pretty much just like a video maker at this point. It's not really the best thing to say, but it's kind of true. But when it comes to making these videos, all I want to do is make content that's entertaining for viewers. Even if I'm not perfect, if as long as one person either learns something or gets out of this video with at least somewhat entertained, I feel like I was successful. And it's kind of weird because making these kind of videos, it's pretty much mostly just talking about what's going on the screen, which is fairly simple to do, but it ends up becoming boring because it's just be narrating everything that's going on the screen, and that's no fun. But if I just talk about something else, me as a person, I would just be scrambling to find something that's meaningful to say, and that's gonna lead to a lot of awkward silence, and that's not. It's something I really want to avoid. That's we've had a fair bit of stuff like that already this whole recording session, but it's it's not something I want to do too often, especially with this series going on YouTube as well. This is also the first Pikachu I think we're battling in this series so far. I remember, I think in Platinum at least, a bit more of these trainers actually have Pikachu, or use it at least. Pikachu and Pichu. Though thankfully there's not much Pikachu can really do to us at this point. And Wipeout. I feel like the name Wipeout refers to so much like refers to so much. It's a term for cycling and other sports. It's a term for a game. It's the name of a game show, and it's also the name of a video game that's actually from I think the '90s, and it's still going on today. Actually, it's a lot lesser known, but it's still there. Got some more berries. I think these are pecha berries, raspberries. Berries like these, like the raspberries, blackberries, which I don't think we've seen yet, are not really used on Pokemon per se for like healing or anything like that. They're for something that's coming a little bit later, in the next town actually. And we're back here on Route 207 actually, right in front, north of Warburg. And Don has something for us. Two things actually. We'll go with the left side. The Versus Seeker. This item has to be one of the best in this whole series, honestly. What the Versus Seeker does is that you can find trainers who want to rematch you, like Don says here. Some of these trainers actually scale up to level in terms of yourself. So, like, if you have 7 out of all 8 badges, for example, you can actually use the Versus Seeker to battle a trainer you've battled before, and when you battle them, they'll be around around the same level you are, or around a little bit higher even. There's actually 2 good areas for grinding, and I'll see if I can show you if they're still around. And Dawn gives you the second item for your Poketch, which is in the other hand, the Dowsing Machine. I'll see if I can show off the Dowsing Machine now, because it used to work differently in the original Diamond and Pearl. Friendship checker, Dowsing Machine. So what you would do here is as you tap the screen, you can see any hidden items nearby. There, yep. So it is the same as how it was back then. Back then, you were not able to actually see. You could see where it was, but you could not move as you're seeing it. So 1 step to the left and 5 steps up. Huh? Now I'm confused. Ah, it's fun. What do you mean? There we go. Revive, is that it? Excuse me. All that trouble just for a revive. Which is useful, don't get me wrong, but jeez. Alright, back in Norberg. Been a while since we've been in here. Back when I had even less of an idea of what I was doing. And look how much our team has grown since then. But now that we have fossils, we can actually have a reason to go into here. This scientist man here. We have 3 skull fossils, but I'll revive only 1 for now. He won't revive it until you actually step out and then step back inside. Really weird process, but that's what it does. And we get Cranidos, the monster that destroyed us when he took on Rourke, excuse me. No nickname, but we'll add it to the party for now. And only level 1. Huh. Timid nature, which is a bad nature. That's funny. Thank goodness I'm not actually using this thing. Well, we'll put Monferno up first. Actually, no, because we're not going to move forward into the east just yet. We're gonna go back onto Route 206, and we're gonna go behind those cut bushes we saw. No, we're not going underground. The bike honestly isn't. I wouldn't say it's not as good as it was before in the old games, but it's a bit harder to control in this game that I noticed. Little secret tree here, and with the full heal behind it, always useful. Not many new encounters in this grass, I believe, but in Platinum, however, this is actually your first chance to get Gligar. And of course, I'm wrong. In this game, this is your first chance to get Stunky. If you're playing Shining Pearl, you would find Glameow, but you actually cannot find it in this area, and I don't think you get it until much later, which is depressing because Glameow is not really as good as Stunky at all. And it was the first step in the grass. Come on. Now, what's over here? Raspberries. These berries are actually cure. These berries cure burn, which you won't see too often. However, with Scald becoming a new TM in this game, it can find some usage. Plus, with the usual Will-O-Wisp, it's always good to have on you. I may be wrong, but I think in Platinum, if you use the Poke Radar here, you can get Larvitar, but I'm probably wrong about that. I think it's in a different route you get Larvitar. But when it comes to Poke Radar and Swarms, we'll get into those once we unlock those, which is in post game. For now, though, just we got a Raspberry earlier. Now we get a Burn Heal right here. We have a Hiker, which we can't battle yet. Ponyta, leave me alone. Déjame vivir. Déjame vivir. Now, what do you have to say, sir? I startled you. Well, we might as well battle. I'm gonna kick your teeth in with my little ocean thing. Yeah, what a great non-threatening threat. But still, bodied. It has sturdy. Of course, this is when sturdy becomes useful. Now die. We're about to see a whole lot of levels from Cranidos. Oh, this one doesn't have sturdy though. Nice. Moving right along. Now, we've seen Stunky a few times already. It's a poison dark type, so that means it only has one weakness in ground. It's not the strongest Pokemon ever, but it's really good because of the fact it only has one weakness. I actually considered using it for a little while, but I've already used it for my main team in Y, so I decided against it. So up ahead here we have a cave. This is the Wayward Cave. However, the Wayward Cave actually has two different entrances. There's that one there in front of us, and one over here, underneath the cycling road. However, we can't actually do anything in here yet because we have these rocks blocking our way. And spoiler alert, we can't move those stones until we get the 6th gym badge. Yeah. This is why I prefer Platinum. Yeah, Platinum, that area is actually not blocked off, so you can go down there at this point in the game with only 2 badges. The reward down there, there's 2 rewards. One of them isn't really good for now, because what's down there is Gibbel, the pseudo legendary of the Sinnoh region. It's not strong when you get it, but when fully evolved, you understand how good it is. And how could you not? The champion has it. The other reward is a lot better, no matter what way you think about it. Because down there is the TM for Earthquake, which is a phenomenal move that even competitive battlers use. Not so much in doubles. It's more of a singles battle usage, but it does see some use in doubles. But it's still a phenomenal move. And I'm definitely going to go down there when I get the chance. But for now, we're going to go back east. I would check out the other side to Wayward Cave, but I think I'll save that for another episode. Definitely getting up there in level 2. The whole team is caught up 24. Crickettoon's up actually ahead in 25, mostly because Crickettoon soloed the gym leader, but I was not expecting that either. I did not expect Crickettoon, of all Pokemon, to completely solo Gardenia. I think once Manaphy hits level 24, we'll get to we'll put our sword in the front. And here, this youngster is actually a trainer of interest because he's your. If you did not pick Chimchar and your rival did not have Chimchar, this should be the first area you actually get to battle one for yourself. Because I believe Dawn or Lucas, if they have Chimchar, it would not be registered in your Pokedex. You'd have to battle it for yourself. Although I could be wrong about that in this game because of the newer enhancements to it. Right there, you can find a hidden rare candy. Always good to have. I'll be saving rare candies until I reach the Pokemon League, because that's when I believe it's the best time to use them personally. It's I honestly thought it was weird that I always do that, but it's just a weird habit that I can't really get rid of. I like to personally train until I reach a specific level before using them, because by the time you actually get to the Pokemon League without using any rare candies, I think in Diamond and Pearl you end up with at least 10, which is a lot. So yeah, saving up items like rare candies can be a big benefit. Cranidos here reaching level 9. As I said, I'm not going to use Cranidos, but it's just funny how it's leveling up so fast. It's level 1, and I was not expecting that at all. In the old games, it was level 20. And there's our minus special attack nature coming to bite us in the butt. But still, nothing stands in Manaphy's way. Manaphy bodies everything. Unless you're a grass type or a water type, Manaphy has been bodying everything. Now over here is a Dire Hit. Dire Hit raises the critical hit ratio of a Pokemon. It's single use, and I've never really found any use for it. It's honestly more for solo run trainers, or people who do solo runs. Which, again, to each their own, but I haven't really done one at all. Okay, this is gonna sound really weird and a bit random, but I saw a video of somebody gushing over the Aroma Lady in this game, but nobody has ever been talking about the Battle Girl, because goddamn, girl, she looking fine. If you look like her, DM me. I'm terrible. Ah, finally. Man, if he wants to learn a good move. Stronger than Water Gun, and I know it could be better to have 2 attacking moves, but Bubble Beam is just so much better, so I'm gonna hold off on that for now. And Cranidos gets Rock Polish. Rock Polish is a move that raises your speed times plus 2 stages, which for Cranidos could be really good because it has the attack power, as we've seen, but it just lacks the speed. And having a move like Rock Polish, it does help. The only problem is it's not naturally fast. So even if you have that speed, unless you... Even at plus 6, there's still some stuff that could outspeed you. Rosalie wants to learn Sweet Scent, but no, I don't think we need it. Lowers evasiveness, which is good for stuff like Stun Spore, but overall, nah. And I believe there's a hidden item here somewhere? Ah, I did not mean to do that. I'm facing a hiker anyway, so we can use Manaphy for now. Show off Bubble Beam. I know there's at least one more hidden item on this route, and I think it's a Great Ball. I know it's here in Platinum for sure, but because of the way this this new Dowsing Machine is, I might have to get used to it. But I know there's at least one more thing in here. Bubble Beam! Bodying more things now. First time we've ever seen a Bronzor used by a trainer before. Bronzor is really bulky, and I think surprisingly has better physical attack when it evolves, which is weird to me because I always think of it as a special attacker. But regardless of its attacking power, it's a really good tank, and it's good for setting up screens, setting up Trick Room, putting foes to sleep with Hypnosis. So if you're ever in the need of a good tank, think of Bronzor. Murkrow needs a bit more experience, so I'll let him take care of this double battle up ahead here. And a Super Potion, I think? Yep, Super Potion. Alright, double battle. Ponyta and Pachirisu. I doubt someone's actually playing Platinum while they're watching this, but if they are, the camper on the right here actually has a Chimchar instead of a Ponyta. And this is a bad situation for my Pokemon here because there's an electric type on the field. But let's see how much Nightshade does. This should OHKO no problem. Bloodied. How much does Nightshade do? Decent damage. Spark. That's what I was afraid of. Paralysis. And we gathered the energy to break through because Manaphy is that much of a god. And this battle is over. We should still have a lot of potions left, so I'm going to use one of those and not run back to Pokemon Center. Because, honestly, that's probably one of my worst habits. I'll go to the Pokemon Center even though I have a ton of items here I can use. And I honestly don't know why I do that, but it's just a bad habit. The Poison Barb here could be good for Roselia, but I'll hold off until it learns more Poison-type attacks. And those are pretty much going to be the 4 key items I'll be using the entire run-through, because those are just really good items. Now, is there anything nearby? I do not like this Dowsing Machine. Is there really nothing here? Alright then. That item up there, don't worry too much about it. We'll be getting that a bit later in the game. But for now, I think we've done a fair bit of stuff today. We've gone through Cycling Road, checked out the rest of Route 206, took a quick detour to revive Cranidos here, and finished the rest of Route 207. So, next time Pokemon Brilliant Diamonds, we'll be heading into this area of Mount Coronet. See you guys then.